Assisted dying is assisted suicide and/or euthanasia. There are some key questions. How safe are the safeguards? What about wrongful deaths? What about children, 18-year-olds at school, who might decide that they are going for this because of severe illness, might include anorexia? Is it a true choice if you can't get the care that you need? There's no evidence that care improves more rapidly once you change the law, quite the reverse. And should the state be paying 100% to end the life of its citizens when it only pays under a third of the costs of its hospice care for all those terminally ill patients and other patients who could benefit enormously from really good, compassionate care to improve the quality of their lives? Assisted suicide means taking a whole lot of drugs, 100 to 150. Euthanasia is injecting a short-acting anaesthetic, and then in about 2/3 of patients, a paralysing agent. So they can't move a muscle, can't signal if they're distressed or beginning to wake up again. Nowhere in the world has approved these drugs for this use. In terms of safeguards, there are real problems. A cut-off at 18 is quite arbitrary. Physical illness, we know that there are diagnostic errors in about 1 in 20 patients. There is no clear definition of terminal illness, and a prognosis when you're getting into 6 months to a year is a best guess at most. Pressure and coercion often happens behind closed doors in families, often financial or emotional pressure that's not detected by doctors and is not often disclosed by patients either. And doctors are not good at detecting impairments of mental capacity and decision making, and delirium in severe illness is common. As for route 2, this opens it up to just about any long-term chronic illness, because the person says that they're suffering, there's no objective measure of that, and suffering fluctuates, as we all know, in our lives. We have terrible times and we have good times. And there is at least a tribunal with this to look at things ahead of the death. The figures from places that have gone down this road would suggest that Jersey will have between 9 deaths a year if it sticks with assisted suicide only, with no injected drugs, but it could be as high as 65 deaths a year if it goes down the road that Canada's gone down. And that's how the proposals before Jersey are looking. My own mother was desperate for euthanasia, wanted death, but actually couldn't have lethal drugs, was very angry about it. She came home, her quality of life improved, she had good care, a little bit of radiotherapy, and 4 years later she died, having described those times as some of the best in her lives. You have difficult decisions ahead of you.